Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to show you guys how to measure someone else. So I never recommend you measuring yourself because you will never just get things in the right spot. And so it's really important to have a friend or a family member help you measure. So what I'm going to do is go through exactly the spots you'll need to measure in order to get your measurements correct, and maybe take the measurements of somebody else if you want to make them something. So let's get started. So you will need a notebook. This is just one that I got from a conference from my old job. It's pretty easy, it's very small, it's just like a little field notes style notebook. This is really great for taking notes if you're making lots of different things, or if you just need to like keep it in your purse. Then you need a pencil. I use a pencil because I often write things down once. The saying is measure twice, cut once. It's there for a reason. Always measure twice before you cut your material once, because you can only cut it once. And you will need a tape measure. This is a special tape measure that actually goes up to 120 inches, so it's really, really long. It's meant for fat people, basically. I bought this specifically so I could measure myself and any other plus size people that I need to measure. It's double the length of a regular tape measure, for the simple reason that sometimes bigger people are bigger than 60 inches around or tall. Anyway, so that's what you'll need, and then you'll need someone to measure. So I'm just going to use my dress form here. This is Judy, everybody. She's kind of shy. She doesn't have a head, so, you know, can't really say anything. What you're going to do is start out with the basics, which are bust, which is right across the nipples, straight across the back. Waist, which will be your narrowest point. So that can, on a plus size person, that can be like just sort of where your tummy dips in. It could even be way up here, but just, you know, don't move it too much further. You don't want it to be right here, that's for sure. And then your hips. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to start with the lowest end of the tape measure, and you're going to go around. Now, this can get real uncomfortable real fast if you are not friends with the person measuring you. So as you can see, I'm already struggling to get it straight across the boobs. The point is for the tape measure to be straight. Because people are quite narrow in the back, and they have sloped backs, it does make it hard, and you may have to like hold it in place, or have them hold it in the front so you can adjust it. Because Judy here is no help with her no hands. So, when you're measuring it, again, it's going to be kind of a pain. When you're measuring, you're not pulling tight, you're not squishing. The person you're measuring should be wearing a bra that they wear all the time. And you overlap it, and then just where it meets up is the measurement. Put the accurate measurement. Don't round it up, don't round it down. Put that accurate measurement. Make sure, as you can see, this is not straight across here, but I mean, I can't really help that. Judy has like no features whatsoever. So next, you're going to measure the waist. Like I said, this is the narrowest part of your body. It's sort of what you deem to be your waist. So, again, you put it straight around, overlap them, and then where it matches, or like where it overlaps, is the number. So like this one is 33 and 1, 2, 3 and a half. So it's 33 and a half inches for the waist. And it's okay if your measurements don't come anywhere close to that, because everybody is different. And this is why you're measuring yourself, so that you can make yourself a pattern that fits just you. So next we're going to measure the hips. This part, you know, again, you're like touching someone's butt. You're up close and personal with them. You're going around their widest part. So straight across their butt cheeks, across the hips, and you're going to measure it same as we have before. And you're going to write it down. Make sure you're writing these down. It's really important to keep track of them. Put the person's name on the page. Do what you have to do. Make sure you know what all the measurements are. Those are the very basics. If you buy a pattern from the store, those are the ones they're most likely going to ask for. There are other ones, like from your shoulder to your wrist, which I can't show you how to do because, you know, no arms. There's also like the inseam, you know, from neck to shoulder, and then if you're on the back, from neck to waist, things like that. Those are important things when you're making something custom that's sort of really detailed. If it's just like a basic dress or a basic pair of pants, then you'll need a lot less things. If you're someone like me who has sort of a body shape anomaly, like you have one arm that is significantly larger than the other, then you'll want to measure those as two separate measurements so you can make a separate sleeve pattern for each. I have legs that are misshapen and quite large around the ankles, so I would, if I'm making pants for myself, I would measure my ankles to make sure it's actually going to fit with the pattern and adjust it accordingly. And once I've done that, I can pretty much use any store-bought pattern I want. I just need to know that I need to adjust it, no matter, you know, whether it's going to fit or not. So anyway, that's how you measure yourself. Like I said, you will always need a friend to help you. It's pretty much the only way to get it completely accurate. Some other tips and tricks for measuring yourself is to make sure you're wearing a bra that you will always be wearing, or a similar fit bra. You don't want to wear one with like a push-up and like extra padding in it. That would be bad because it's going to make the chest area on your dress or top that much bigger. So don't wear a push-up when you're measuring. Don't wear tons of layers of clothes. Don't wear a sweater. Wear something that's fairly form-fitting, maybe like a bodysuit or some leggings, because you need to get really close to the body, and the more layers you have on, the harder it is to get the correct measurements. It's like when you go to get fitted for a bra and you get measured, when someone measures you over your clothes, while it's more comfortable that way, it can actually skew the results, and we don't want that because we want something that fits you perfectly to a T so that you're not disappointed in your finished product. I think that's all the tips I have for you. If I think of anything else, I'll leave it in the description box. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments because I'm getting really good at answering back to them. You guys can also find me on Facebook, and if you do, the link is in the description. If you do, you can ask me questions directly through Facebook Messenger right on my business page, and I'll answer you back as well. I've had people do that before, which is fine. Just don't expect me to give you a whole tutorial over Facebook Messenger. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys this time. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
No, no, no.